You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's ZENNI.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Happy Monday. Man, I love myself on Monday. If you're still one of those people who doesn't like Mondays, we're going to have a talk someday, because don't do that. I gave up my not liking Mondays 23 years ago. Yeah, I know when I did it. It was a big day. It was awesome. All right, today we were doing Face Your Passion Week last week and taking you through a few items. Today is the biggest one, the one that's going to carry you through the day, what I call the bridge. And it's very cool. You might have heard me talk about this before, but when you put this on top of everything else, it really will allow you to get exactly what you want in life if you're willing to be patient and work at it. We'll do that today. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day because life gets in the way. Listen, come here real close, okay? Here's the thing. There is no real secret to being happy or getting what you want or making money. There's no real secret. Everything out there has already been figured out. Somebody somewhere has done it, is doing, is going to do it. And the difference comes down to when you decide to make it happen. And when you decide to do whatever it takes to get there. And this show is always about that. I give you some strategies along the way. Can't get real tactical. Give you some strategies to help you out. But mostly it's about making sure you do it. That's the biggest deal. And people downplay that all the time. They think, oh, just give me the course or give me the idea, give me the strategy. That'll work when you decide to do it and have a tool to make sure you keep getting there. That's why we do this. That's why I do my boost coaching. That's why we do masterminds. Keep you going until you get what you want. So this week, make yourself a promise today. I don't care how you do it, but decide you're playing for real. You're in the game until you get what you want. Why would you stop before you got there anyway? That's silly. Look around you and see everybody else getting what they want. Which is not always true, but it seems like that sometimes, doesn't it? Okay, that's enough. My name is Scott Smith. I'm the founder and the chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Have no idea if I introduced myself yet. I'm in the flow. I'm in the zone. We do what we're going to do. Happy to have you here today. Wrapping up today, I think the biggest part of Face Your Passion. We did that all last week. You had 4 days last week of some really cool things that will help you really begin to live your purpose in life. Comes from my Face Your Passion program. You can get it. It's available. If you're a Daily Boost Premium member, just go to dailyboostpremium.com and you can get it. Goes away in 30 days. That'll be your last chance to ever get this one because I'm making a new one. But go get the old one first. It's awesome. Okay. Before I get going today, what's today's Monday? Have you done your homework? This is so key. If you haven't sat down, and some of you are so busy on TikTok and stuff, you haven't done this, sat down and said, how's my life going? And accepted the answers to come into your life. That's the other big challenge most people have. First, it's asking the question, how's my life going? The second challenge is actually listening to what the answers are. Third thing is actually doing something about it. We can deal with that later, okay? But if you will sit down today when the show's done and say, how's my life going? The good, the bad, the ugly, what I want to keep, what I need to get rid of, what do I need to change? Gosh, it's time to do it. But even if you don't think it's time to do it, if I can get you at least ask the question, things will begin to change.
Suffering from dry, tired, irritated eyes? Don't let dry eyes win. Use Sustain Pro. It hydrates, restores, and protects dry eyes for up to 12 hours. Sustain Pro. Triple action dry eye relief.
Let's talk about building your bridge to your purpose. If you don't know your purpose is to find your purpose. But sometimes we begin to get our eyes on what we want to do. We have an idea. If you get to know me, I can drive people crazy. I can drive my wife crazy for sure because I always have an idea. I'm always exploring the possibilities. But what it is, see, I don't tell people I'm just exploring the possibilities. I just suddenly am excited about something. I get excited about a lot of things. But people around me, like my wife pays all the bills in the household. And when I get excited about possibilities, she's like, oh my God, hide the checkbook. It's kind of weird, right? But when you explore the possibilities of life, you can really begin to find your purpose. And I'll tell you what, the purpose should fuel you and should drive you. And sometimes you won't recognize what the purpose is. Sometimes you won't know exactly what it is. You'll just find yourself driven to do it. But we have to put ourselves in this position where things drive us. But let's say you got there. Say you listened last week and you started to move in that direction. And it's beginning to happen a little bit for you. Now you're committed to making it happen forever and ever and ever. Amen. We have to stay on track, don't we? I mean, it's pretty straightforward. But most folks fall on the way to their dreams because they don't move. It might have been you before, but you listen to this show, so you're likely moving. You might be moving too much, listening to too much stuff and not just focusing on the simple stuff. You might be moving at the wrong time. It's really common. You might be trying to move toward your purpose, and yet you still have to raise the kids and still have a bunch of debt you got to take care of. You haven't quite figured that part out yet, so maybe the time is not right for you. It will be. You may be moving too fast, not allowing things to season a little bit for you. You wonder why I'm not getting what I want. Well, you haven't seasoned into the role. Maybe you just haven't given it time for somebody to see what you're capable of. Too slow, too fast. There's a lot of reasons why. That's why we have to build a bridge. So a lot of folks in my world who spend time with me, all my clients that I talk to every single week, every single day, they keep me busy all week long, trust me. And they're always talking about this concept because they know where I'm going to take them. It's the bridge concept. It's building a bridge. Let me tell you how I figured this out. When it came to my mind a long time ago, I was standing at the base of Hoover Dam. Well, I was on Hoover Dam, and I was looking up, and I saw the new highway overpass they were building, the bridge. It was a big suspension bridge they were building across the big Colorado River. I saw it there, and, I just kind of began to think about the metaphor, and it began to change my life. Then it became part of the Face Your Passion program. Because here's what we do. First, we build the foundation where we are today, right now, today. Wherever you are today, build your foundation. If your bills aren't being paid, pay them. If you don't have any money in the bank, save some money. Need a better job? Get a better job. Whatever it takes to build a firm, powerful base today. Firm, peaceful base today. But Scott, I have to go change and get this, then I'll have. No. Get your foundation strong today. Make sure that you can move properly. You might need more time. You might have to change jobs. You might have to work a couple part-time jobs, get some bills paid off. I don't know what it's going to be. It could be just about anything. It depends on your place in life right now. All I'm saying is if you're not stable where you are, you can't get to where you want to go. I know it's not exciting, is it? Hang on, it gets exciting. You ready? Because as you build that foundation, you've also maybe begun to look at what you want to be doing. So I'm going to allow you, if it's okay, to begin to build the other stuff too, because I know you want that and you have to. And what will we do with that? Well, you build your foundation, but on the other side, you might have to take some classes. A lot of folks want to do what I do. And they want to come in and do a podcast or a blog, or basically the digital lifestyle, the digital nomad. Well, I'm not a nomad. I stay here in Port Orange mostly. But they want to do what I do. But they don't know how to do a web page. They don't know how to record a podcast. They don't know how to make their voice sound like mine. I'm kidding. There's a lot of things they don't know how to do, yet Scott, I can do it. I want to do it. I can do it. You can, but it's going to take you some time to figure out the stuff. That's what we do in our Wisdom to Wealthy program, by the way. We help you figure out the stuff. So you might have to go to school. You might have to network with some people. You might have to maybe research. You might have to plan a little bit more. Have to do everything in your power to make sure that you can move forward without regret. So first step was to fortify your foundation. But you can't do that all day, can you? So in the middle of it, you're beginning to think, okay, what do I have to do to build where I'm going to go to? It might take me a year to get there, but what do I have to do to get ready? I got to go to school or learn something. So here's what you do. Simultaneously, as you're building the foundation and beginning to learn a little bit, you're going to get ready where there is a point where you can jump. Now, it's about 70%. In fact, in life, I will tell you that people say it's the 80-20 rule for almost everything. That's good for money and stuff, but it works for other parts of your life. But I will tell you, when you are 70% to getting what you want, it's time to jump. When you're more gooder than badder, people say, Scott, how many days a week should I work out? Well, common sense tells me if I work out 4 days, that's 3's less than there are. 4 is more days of the week than not. 5 is better. So when you begin to get that little bit better, a little bit closer, that's when you make the leap. So here's what you do. The bridge. Remember that bridge going across the Hoover Dam? Foundation gets stronger. You begin to feel solid. Stress goes away. You have a good place to begin your journey. You've already reached out and kind of laid the foundation in the future. Maybe start school, make some calls, get some computers, whatever you need to do. You've already got that kind of in place. And you're feeling like, you know what? Maybe it's time for me to spend more time, take that side hustle, turn it more into a hustle. That's when you make the leap. That's when the center span that goes between each foundation is put into place. They don't do it until they have the foundation solid because you would have nothing to hang the center span on and the bridge wouldn't work. But once it works, what do? You just open traffic and just walk right across it, get what you want. So build a foundation. Begin to build that future foundation, and slowly over time, you'll find yourself ready to go to the other side. And when you get 70%, make the leap, and you'll do it with 100% confidence. I promise it. Well, maybe not 100%, but you'll be confident. You just be like, but you know you can do it. Success arrives when you're moving from a strong today to a stronger tomorrow. There's no doubt about that. Become a Daily Boost Premium member. If you select the Boost Coaching plan that we have, it's $9.95 a month. Includes some coaching, some live coaching with me. Plus, you get the Face Your Passion program the last time it's available. I'll shut it off at the end of this month, and we'll prepare the new one, which will be very expensive and very good coming out in the fall. But for now, the old one's there. You're going to love it. Tens of thousands of people have loved it. Go get it. DailyBoostPremium.com. What's coming up tomorrow? The only reason you have a job. Shifting out of Face Your Passion Week into the basics of life. Why do you have your job? It might not be what you think. We'll talk about that tomorrow.